The inevitable release of Netflix's Transformers War for Cybertron Kingdom has gotten me, and obviously thousands of other Transformers fans, thinking about Beast Wars again. Beast Wars is personally my overall favorite Transformers series, with Prime being a close second. The first Transformers series I ever watched was G1, as my dad was a huge fan of the original series and owned a majority of it on DVD. We also had scattered volumes of Armada, Energon, and Cybertron, although Armada was the one that I enjoyed the most. After a random visit to a random store on a random car ride, my dad grabbed a few DVDs from series that he watched that he thought my brother and I would enjoy. I remember he grabbed the first season of the early 2000s He-Man reboot, the second season of Animaniacs, and the second season of Beast Wars Transformers. I was between the ages of 5 and 10 at the side, so I don't remember much about what I thought of the series aside from I remember that I vaguely enjoyed it and was pretty irritated at the cliffhanger ending, to put it lightly. Years later, however, it was the 15th anniversary of Beast Wars and they re-released the entire series on DVD, and my dad had no problem buying all 3 seasons for my brother and I so we could finally watch the entire thing. Safe to say that I fell in love with the franchise after binging the entire 52-episode series over the course of a few days. David Kaye's Megatron is undoubtedly in my top 3 favorite Transformers villains of all time, and I loved that Optimus Primal was a leader that was allowed to demand respect and get angry without him coming across as an asshole who didn't deserve to live up to Optimus Prime. I cried for Dinobot and his hero's journey twice. I loved the way Black Arachnia slowly felt herself drawn to the Maximal side of the war after Silverbolt helped her realize that she was someone who deserved to be respected and loved, and broke past her own programming and risked her life to finally rid herself of her Predacon core. I never got tired of Rat Trap's constant complaining and bickering with every single member of the Maximals, and only loved him more for being the one who had no problem voicing his concerns, but would always be the first one willing to lay down his life for his team, no matter how much he pretended that he didn't care. Tigertron's way of living a peaceful life and protecting nature made him much more of a mature and spiritual character rather than some environmental extremist who is so pro-nature that it became some kind of stupid joke. Almost every single character in the series had their memorable character traits, but that never took away from the fact that they all had their own personality. Scorponok and Pterosaur were both characters that were enjoyable to have around, but the writers knew that there wasn't much more they could do with them. Waspinator may be remembered for constantly being the one blown up and thrown in danger, but he was also a loyal Predacon who wanted nothing more than to prove himself until he finally snapped in the series finale and decided to go rogue, because, let's be honest, Waspinator would never really go Maximal. Silverbolt was always trying to be the hero, flying into battle with this pride branded on his face, but despite his heroic attitude and appearance, he hated nothing more than to see his friends hurt in battle, and would not hesitate to return the favor to whoever dared lay a hand on those he cared about. Good characters alone can elevate a series from being average to being great. My biggest overall fear going into Kingdom is that I know there is no possible way that Netflix can perfect the level of depth and storytelling in 6 episodes that Beast Wars had 3 years to perfect. And that's on top of the fact that they have to juggle all the G1 characters that are in there anyway, as well as putting Galvatron and Unicron in the series. I have my hopes that Kingdom can be better than the first 2 seasons of War for Cybertron, but I think we all know that this series is not going to be Beast Wars. But I think that's what makes me the most curious to see where things go for the series. I will definitely be watching it the day it comes out, and if I feel that I have something to say about the series, then I'll probably make a video talking about my general thoughts and opinions on it. The last few years have seemingly been a slow-building resurgence in the overall popularity of Beast Wars, with the rumors of the next big-budget live-action Transformers film being a Beast Wars adaptation, and then shortly thereafter we got the reveal of the Kingdom line being mostly Beast-centered, not to mention IDW's brand new fresh take on Beast Wars, which is loosely based off of the original series with some added characters and story. It's safe to say that the next few years of Transformers are genuinely going to be exciting, with the knowledge that there's 2 big-budget movies in development, one of them being a Bumblebee sequel and one of them possibly being a Beast Wars film, plus the rumors that there is a new animated Transformers movie in development. I'm super excited to see where the future of Transformers goes, and if this video ends up actually being popular and I realize that most of my audience is here for the Transformers stuff, then I'll definitely be talking about more Transformers content in the future. Thank you guys for watching the video. Leave any thoughts down below on your opinions on Beast Wars, or how you got into the series, or what your thoughts are on Kingdom, and what you think of it when it comes out. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.